Good morning from the Everett factory of Boeing, where all the wide bodies are made. Like you know, I'm here with Vistara, and we're gonna first go and check out how the aircraft manufacturing process, in fact the aircraft assembly process, works at the Everett factory. I'm here at the Boeing Everett factory, where they make the 777Xs, the 787s, and many other of their wide-body aircraft. And it's a pleasure to be at this factory with Vistara, who's going to collect their 787s very soon. Let me quickly show you around how the 787s move station to station and how the whole thing gets manufactured and joined up. How the whole process works is the aircraft is manufactured in various parts in places around the world. Like the wings come from Japan, the center fuselage comes from Italy and Japan, and the back of the plane, the vertical stabilizer, is manufactured right here, and the front comes in, okay, I forgot where it comes in from. Here, Boeing assembles the aircraft together. Right at the back, they'll just put the entire aircraft together. Like you can see, there is a little bit of, there's a robot there working on stitching up the aircraft together. Then it moves ahead, perhaps wings join happen here, and this is the entire Boeing factory works in this way. You know, planes get pushed around, they move station to station, and on every station you add up new components, do new checks, until you basically get pulled out, go in the front, and you know, hang the engines, and then start doing test flights for the aircraft before delivering to the customers. It's a gorgeous day here in Everett, and that's your first look at the Boeing 787-9 of Vistara. Vistara had a couple of options on the engines. They did not go with the Rolls-Royce option. They instead went with the GE ones. And if you were able to look at this engine in real life, you'd see how massive this is. One of the things that's very consistent with all Vistara aircraft which they order and get done is the underbelly branding. Here we are. It says Vistara Boeing 787-9. Here we are in flesh and blood with the first Vistara 787-9. The aircraft, I guess all of India has been waiting for the past 18 months, given all the Twitter and Instagram DMs I've been getting about it. You know, sometimes you just get to see the plane before everyone else. I'm so thankful to Boeing and Vistara for offering me the privilege. Let's go inside and check out what the aircraft's all about. Moment of truth. Let's go on board. Ta-da, ta-da. Here we are. Vistara's first 787-10, as expected. The Stelia Aerospace Symphony seat looks gorgeous. The Vistara colors, doesn't it? Let's walk over to Tremont Economy, as expected. Ooh, it's a hard shell product, 232 configuration, and 3 rows of it. So wow, the economy looks so good. This is configured in 2 sections and alternating Vistara colors, which are quite classy, by the way. So let's take a quick stab at business class around here. Well, this is the same product that Singapore Airlines uses on their business class on the 787-10, the Stelia Aerospace Symphony seat. But Vistara assures me that the decision was on the seat was not connected to what the other carrier did. Let's kind of play around with some of the aircraft features. Can't seem to pull that out. Like you can see, you get reasonable privacy. Nobody else can see what you're doing, and you know, the heads get kind of, you can't see them and they can't see you, basically. And there is a huge space here to store your goods, and there is a charging point here. Perhaps this is where the headphones will go when the plane goes live in service. And for the ladies, and of course the gentlemen as well, there's a little mirror here. Say hello, guys. This is, well, there's enough charging points here, there's enough. This is your control panel. The buttons come on, these are the various positions, and everything's accessible to you out of here. Now, coming to one more feature. Let's see how far does the seat go in the lie flat configuration. First, let's go in the lounge position, and I'm gonna wow, let's see, for a broad guy, I'm fitting on this seat pretty well. The cubby space is also pretty good, and can't feel any discomfort around here. Now let's take this forward. Let's go all lie flat on the seat. Stay with me. Let's flip the camera now. Like you can see, this is the inside view. Once you kind of lie flat, everything's good to go here. There's enough space around both sides for me to move around when I'm, and so I don't feel claustrophobic at all. But this is a nice velvet lining here on both sides. These are your reading lamps. You can choose 1 position, 2 positions, 3. You can get them all on at once. Just put them off. There's the seat lie flat. Like you can see, there's more than enough space around here. There are also these seat dividers on the center seats, half of them alternating. So if you're traveling with a traveling partner, your spouse, your kids, or somewhere else, you can just bring this curtain down and you know, chat with them. In case you fight on the plane, well, you can just go bye-bye today. The economy cabin looks spacious as well because, well, the 787 dash cabins are pretty high up there. and it looks like we have a lot of leg space between the seats. Alright, let me show you a bit around of the economy section of this aircraft. Like you can see, Vistara hasn't gone for bone crushing. So this is not 10 across, this is 3, 3, 3 in each row. And some very interesting things here. So the seat has been manufactured by Recaro, and like you can see, everyone gets a 12-inch TV screen along. Underneath that, there's a hard shell where you get literature storage, and that's where the safety card goes and everything else. And then let's go down here. This is the pocket where you get to store your stuff, and then there are the smaller pockets where you can put your phones, your keys, your wires. IFE Vistara has huge plans with this product. Right now the IFE screens are not on because they're upgrading software on this plan, but everybody gets a 12-inch screen, and everybody gets, let me pull this up for you, everybody gets a USB on their seat. The interesting part is, so you also, between 3 people, you get to share 2 universal plugs as well. So there's more than enough places to charge your phones, your battery packs, whatever else you need on this aircraft. And I don't know if I told you this before. Well, there are no lavatories at the back on this aircraft. So why do you have that? Because Vistara did something very smart. They lumped all the lavatories in the center of the cabin so that when the crew is preparing food here or heating it up, they don't get disturbed. They don't have to say, excuse me, to passengers pass through. The racks are all going to be clear. The aisles are going to be all clear when Vistara's cabin crew is going to roll out the cards for service. I told you about the 5 lavatories together. This is the middle of the economy section. Here we already see 3 lavatories, and here is the 4th and the 5th one. Let's quickly. One of the unique features of this aircraft is obviously the cabin windows. The windows, like you can see, are bigger, but the windows also don't have any shades on them. The windows are all controlled electronically. Due to these large windows, the cabin gets much more spacious and it looks much more beautiful during daylight. Interesting right up here, you know. Do you notice those vents? Each seat gets individual control on how much cold they want. So that's no longer the decision of the flight crew. It's your decision if you want a colder seat or a warmer one. This is the premium economy cabin. There is 232 configuration around here. Each seat has got its own shell, so it's not like you're going to walk into. There's not going to be armrest wars around here happening in this aircraft, at least. Premium economy. Now, you know what? These seats are actually business class seats in premium economy, and these are the same seats that are coming up on Vistara's new A320neos. So this is domestic business class serving up as premium economy on an international aircraft. Hey, have a look at some of these features on this. Let me show you. Everybody obviously gets a recline position, and there is also a footrest on these seats. There's a nice remote here for your IFE selection, and there is a 6-way headrest, so you can basically it's going to be little. You're going to be able to take this up, take this down, cradle it left, cradle it right, and move this all the way you want it to. So, like I told you already, this is a business class seat which found its way in premium economy. There's so much space around here. As a broad guy, I don't feel that I am out of space on this aircraft. Well, that's the footrest, and when you turn this in with the other part of the footrest on the seat, and you recline, you get a nice cradle position. So it's not like you're out of comfort at all. I'm told there's going to be premium champagne on this aircraft when it flies. So you're in for a business class experience at a cheaper cost in premium economy on this aircraft. And not just that, well, there's going to be a lot of entertainment. This is a 13-inch screen, well, you might just want to catch the movies sometimes on this aircraft and not go to sleep at all. I think one of the most ignored pieces of an aircraft is the lavatories, and airlines usually don't go for special touches there, but I gotta give full marks to Vistara. I already told you about how the economy lavatories worked out for Vistara, but let's take a look around here how the business class and premium economy labs are going to look like. Hey, first things first, you're going to get a window. Don't spend too much time around here though, but you have a window for the roominess of the cabin. Like the touch-free features are all there, and you know, I'm a broad guy, and like you can see, there's more than enough room around here to maneuver around. There's also a special little seat in case you wanted to sit down, tie your shoelaces, you know. Let's see how it works. Yeah, right there. It works nice. Now, one of the special things about the Boeing 787 is always the cockpit. With the 787, Boeing moved the goalpost with the cockpit. Like you see, there are 4 screens, 6 screens actually, a lot less buttons on this aircraft. A lot of the controls have gone on the glass panels where you can feed in the data, get customized output at all points of time. And look at these. Well, I can find one for you. Here is the heads-up display. I have operated this plane on a simulator before, and I can tell you this feature allows the crew to basically look at the cockpit data straight up ahead while they're trying to land or take off, and they don't have to be looking at an angle downwards to be able to do the function. It makes a huge amount of difference.
-9. As you can see, we have 3 different cabin classes. This is the business class, which there are 30 seats, 30. And then in the middle section is the premium economy, 21 seats. And at the back is the economy, 248 seats. So in total, we can carry 289 passengers across 3 different cabin classes.
And what are the, Leslie, what are the special features on this aircraft which you think will make it one of the best experiences to fly?
I guess if you look at the product, I would say that the Vistara team has put in a lot of time as well as efforts in trying to create and curate a product that we think is relevant for the long-haul markets, what passengers, especially in the premium classes, would be expecting. But even if you move to the back, which is the premium economy or economy, we have also ensured that the standards that many of the other international players do have on their own wide body, you can find it in this aircraft as well. Premium economy, because one of our colleagues was asking whether we have the calf rest. No, we have the calf rest, we have the foot rest.
Yeah.
I think we think that is relevant for a flight that is going to fly about 8 to 10 hours. As this is a wide body, it's very different from the 320s that we have within our fleet. You will see that every seat will have a TV screen.
Yeah.
For example, in business class it's 18-inch, premium economy is, I think, is 13, economy is 12. That will provide a lot of options in terms of in-flight entertainment, be it movie, be it a TV program, or even music. I think I've also shared in the past that we have also connected the aircraft with in-flight connectivity. I think that is going to be the first for Indian carriers to be able to provide in-flight connectivity within India as well as maybe outside of India once we deploy this aircraft to overseas markets. I think the other part which you can't see now is all these things that is not present at the moment, be it the softer touch of the product, the blanket, the pillow, the amenities, something that we have also put in a lot of efforts and try to come up with product that is relevant for Indian travelers. The F&B, of course, will be curated for many of our passengers.
Leslie, I'm going to jump the gun on the service aspect. Any plans to offer Book the Cook inspired by SQ?
Not at the moment, but I guess even if you look at our menu, we will be able to offer quite a wide selection in terms of both veg, non-veg, as well as Indian and international cuisine. But we'll see how it goes. At the moment, no immediate plans.
All right. Brad, you want to tell us some things about what makes this aircraft different and why everyone would love to fly this?
Sure. First of all, as Leslie said, Vistara's done an incredible job configuring the airplane. That, along with, you can see our windows, first of all, bigger windows. We talked about the lower cabin altitude pressure. We have the air purification system, and really was really designed to partner with someone like Vistara to just give the passengers a great experience. The airplane itself is highly efficient, over 20% fuel efficient, which allows new route structures when the airlines are ready, and to be able to create those. And our airplane has created 236 new route structures across the world because of its efficiency. So I think we're going to have a great partnership, and
Yes.
couldn't be happier to be partnering with such a great airline, and one that's growing very quickly.
Thank you.
So I just checked out the Vistara 787-9, and I can tell you this is a gorgeous product inside out there. You are going to have a lot of fun and enjoy this product when you get to fly this. I'm looking forward to fly it myself, coming soon. Let's head over to the celebration now. Boeing celebrating Vistara's first delivery. The bar is now open, and inside we go.
Video officials from DGCA, friends from Boeing, as well as my colleagues. I think first of all, thank you for taking time to spend this very historic as well as significant event with us. Historic because, as what Scott has said, this is not just the first wide body for Vistara, but also the first 787-9 for the Indian aviation. Vistara is 5 years old. I think if you look at the growth of Vistara, it is not easy for an airline to be able to induct a wide body in a very competitive as well as challenging market like India. Significant is because it helped us to really unlock our potential and move us closer to our dreams and vision to be among one of the best airlines globally. I think this aircraft is something that we have been looking forward for the past 18 months. For many of us who have seen the aircraft, I hope that you appreciate the hard work that the Vistara team has put in the past 18 months in terms of designing as well as curating the product, that we feel that it would be widely popularly received by our ever-growing customers back home. I think this is something that we are very confident with. Aircraft is one that we have invested, but at the same time, the product is one that we have put in a lot of efforts in terms of curating. Our award-winning in-flight service by our cabin crew is another USP for us, which we think with this aircraft, we will be able to bring the award-winning as well as authentic Indian hospitality across the continents. I would like to, on behalf of Vistara, express our thanks to Boeing for hosting this dinner. It is quite a costly dinner. Buying an aircraft to have a dinner.
That was so good they gave me 2 glasses. However, we're going to fly the new feeling very shortly as this Dreamliner for Vistara takes off shortly. On behalf of the Boeing Company, the Vistara team, thank you so much for your partnership, your friendship, and your business. At this time, we're going to ask that Leslie, Captain Bosco, and Brad cut the ribbon. Thank you very much.
That's a big, it's a gardening scissor.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
There you go. Hold on, can we get a photo when you're all looking this way first?
Ah.
ओम श्री सतेलस्मै शपथ्यां महोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपमश्नौव्यादं वैष्णं निधाना मुम्बई घान सकलं मुम्बई घानस्यै नमः
Two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You're all good?
behind me is the Vistara VT-TSD. It's pushed back roughly 1 hour delayed because of the fog. And now it's going to be on its way to Delhi very, very soon.